Welcome everyone to the Watchlist, your virtual weekly TV guide right here in the Latin Nerd Network. Ready to talk about all the shows, films, documentaries released on streaming over the past week. Give you our best recommendations or non-recommendations as the case may be. And of course, at the end of the show, letting you know what's coming out so you too can create your very own watch list. Joining us as always is Senor Jaime, aka Chewy, who proudly wears his Commander's hat. And with that said, just wait till the end of the show.
Hail Mary, baby.
Always
Hail
wait till the end
Mary.
of the show, including ours, because you never know what could happen. You never know what could happen. If you don't believe us, ask those who live in Chicago. That said,
I was,
that said,
I gotta say, that was incredible.
you
That was
gotta wait
incredible.
till the end, man. I didn't know it till it's over. Our show
I,
included.
I, I like question if you got to the bathroom and watched it, but whatever. I don't know.
I watched it.
You went a little silent there. You
Admittedly,
went a little silent there for like 30
I
minutes
almost
and then came
I
back.
almost turned it off to be honest, but I did
Yeah,
watch it. But I did
yeah,
watch it.
yeah. I
I did.
thought you got up on the couch. I'm out. I
I
used the
was
bathroom. Forget
up from the
it.
couch. I didn't have to pee yet, but I got up
Okay,
from the couch.
I,
Now,
I
if I
thought
really
so.
had to
I
pee,
thought.
I may have gone and missed it. That's a strong possibility. I'll admit that, but I didn't have to pee at the time.
You're like that guy who's interviewing saying it was a good game. We should have won.
It's reverse psychology. You always say it because you know it's like, come on, bro. This is how we do it, man.
I
This is
missed the
the
play. I
essence
told
of fanhood. Is
that.
reverse psychology and what do you call it? Rituals and stuff that you think are helping the team, which they're really not. But as long as you believe it, it's okay.
Lucky sock or lucky underwear. Yeah,
Like
okay.
your underwear, you don't change your underwear. We see it all the time. So I forget what the word is. I know there's a word for it. And I cannot think of what that word is. But that said, a lot of good stuff. So it's very exciting to be a Commanders fan for the first time in a long, long time. Um,
Amen.
but speaking of endings, there are shows that did end too. Over the past week, before we get into new stuff, just briefly, I forgot to mention the Legend of Vox Machina. We recently had ended its third
Mhm.
season. Orny Murders in the Building ended its
Oh,
fourth season. We talked about off camera. We talked about our um, Agatha all along, which you really enjoy. A lot of people are liking that show and all that. There's actually a pretty cool conversation we're having. We may do like a separate show with Eric
oh yeah, I
on that.
think
That
so.
could be kind of interesting around the state of television as far as the superhero genre is concerned.
Hmm.
We're not actually that might be a good idea. Um, but yeah, it's listen, Only Murders. I'm a big fan. It is what it is. I thought it was
Oh yeah.
a improve third season, which was okay. This was good. This I thought
I
was
keep forgetting, this is season four.
yeah, but this one's definitely I thought brought it back to what we know from this show. Of course, sets up
Well, I
season
mean,
five. We knew
it's
that.
funny. It's written. It's smartly written, right?
Mm,
It's funny. They give you plenty of twists and things that you think gonna happen, but they're not, and they leave the big reveal to the end,
yeah.
and you don't usually see it coming. The use of stars as extra is
Oh man,
phenomenal.
so good.
I mean we had Ant-Man again. I thought he killed him off. No, he's back
Yeah,
as
Paul
another
Rudd
Kenny.
came
Oh,
back. Jenny McCarthy's in this one
oh,
as well. Ivan
Jack
Longoria.
Galifianakis
Yeah,
or
Galifianakis.
Macaulay Culkin, if you
Yeah,
don't know who he
yeah.
is. I mean, Eugene
Eugene
Levy.
Levy, who's great.
I mean, this is like these are comedy legends,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
mean, he's American Pie style. I mean, that's who
Or
Eugene
listen,
is.
a lot of people have. Well, some people have the Schitt's Creek. It's a great show, and he's a big part of that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I've never seen it, but I've heard
yeah.
good things about
It's
that kind
really
of
good. I
thing.
think Netflix has it. I think now, but it's such a funny show. But he's really good in it. Him and his son. No, listen,
Yeah,
it's a great show, man. And I mean, I know it's four seasons in. It's hard to go back and rewatch it, but it's 30-minute episodes, so it's not as hard to watch for the most part to go back.
it's 4 seasons in, and it's hard to maintain the momentum and maintain that level of excellence that you expect, right? You expect a drop off, right?
Hmm.
Or not every season can be better than the next. They're very
Yeah,
rare.
of course.
Uh, and there's ebbs and flows, but this is 4 seasons in, it still is fun and
It's
it
still
still is
great, and
unique.
we got a great,
And the
perfect, yeah.
mystery that they introduce, who's getting killed and how it happened is still,
Great
it's
references was for those who may remember this. Dating ourselves, yeah. Perfect Strangers had a great
oh
intro,
my God,
great cameo, so to speak. In this, come on,
multiple times.
so good, so good. Show's fun. Martin Short is Devin better as far as I'm concerned, and Steve Martin this is the last thing that he's doing, so he's gonna go out on top. He's going out with Jordan, the last shot with the hand, Before he came back for the Wizards. He should have stayed retired.
Yeah, I was
But
like, wait, he came
but
back for the
I know, but I'm
Wizards,
just
and
we focus on at a certain point. Jordan
you
after
can
that's
you
like
can pretend and cut out and then it happened. Well,
okay.
whatever,
So
it happened.
he's doing a John Elway. How about that? He won the Super Bowl
There
and
you
they
go.
there we go. It's one of the few athletes that end at the top. So but we got season 5's coming obviously, so that's great. We talked about Old Man, another good show on Hulu. It's another one you guys should be watching.
Mhm.
There's a lot of good stuff out there. It really is, and there's plenty of stuff to watch. This week was kind of a light week, so let's get to it, Chewy. Starting with the documentary, the Manhattan Alien Abduction. I mean, it's a documentary on perceived alien abduction, of course. And man, isn't this, the title says it all. Chewy, on the watch list or not?
I mean, it was 3 episodes, and interesting enough, yes, because the big question is, was this a hoax or was it not?
Right.
And so that's what I'm interested in, right? I'm not interested in what happened. You can read up, you can Google it, Wikipedia, whatever. But the intrigue of this show is because they're making the case, they're asking the question. They don't answer the question, but they're legitimately asking the question: was this just a big hoax? And so that is the interesting part because they actually interviewing the people who were involved.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the investigators, guys, the lady's father passed away, but she takes over his mantle and tries to disprove all this what happened. And she makes a very good case, right? With the evidence, and especially in episode 3, where he tried to bring all this evidence, but he definitely does not believe that any of this happened, right? So, you don't know, right? I probably think that this probably was a hoax, but it's definitely an interesting watch. And being 3 episodes, I think it's the sweet spot. Okay, I can watch
Yeah,
it, get in, get out,
exactly. Yeah, this is one.
and
Yeah,
not
this
worry
is for
about it.
the alien enthusiasts. If you're into that,
Mhm.
it's a good documentary.
I mean,
Again, the documentary is only as good as the subject matter, right? And how invested
for
you are.
whatever reason, there's like all of a sudden like three, four, five different shows on. There's one on MGM that came out to
Yeah,
UFOs. There's another one
yeah,
on Netflix next week on
yeah.
UFOs. I'm like, what is going on
I don't know, because
here?
of Halloween. I don't know, whatever. But
I
whatever.
got to
Listen,
get it. I'm going off the UFO shows now.
aliens and true crime are some of the two big subject matters when it comes to podcasts and documentaries. So I get it. So if you're into that, yeah, give it a shot. No doubt about it. This next one, we got season 2 of Lioness on Paramount coming out last week. Of course,
Mhm.
dropping 2 episodes in a weekly release. This one here, of course, we got Zoe Saldana as a big name. We got Nicole Kidman. Morgan Freeman is in this.
We got more Morgan Freeman in 2 episodes,
And
so
yeah,
not a
he
bad
actually
thing.
he's in 3. I did see one. I did see it this morning.
Okay, so
That
Michael
that
Taylor.
hour difference. I still get up at the same time, so I was like, damn, it's early. So whatever. It's like, I ain't put line. So he's in all 3 episodes. We got like 5 minutes of him in all season 1. So he's back in
Okay.
it. So a good cast. This one called Linus. The Linus is it's a military program headed by Zoe Saldana, who recruits female spies or whatever to infiltrate certain aspects, terrorists, etc., etc. I liked the first season. I think it was great. It was a good, solid season. This one, I thought got off to a much better start. And now I'm more on the board recommending it than not. I enjoyed it. A lot of it's action packed. It came off the guns blazing. What I'm saying, third episode to slow it down a little bit, but it was interesting. Dealing with was it the kidnapping of some congresswoman? So now after
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
she got taken to Mexico, so they go infiltrate. That's what they do and kill targets and retrieve the asset. And of course, you're trying to find out why and who kidnapped her to begin with. That's the crux of the show as far as this season. I'm liking it, man. It's really good. I'm enjoying this one a lot more than season 1. Chewy.
I mean, this was like, Call of Duty on steroids. There was literally like a
Yeah,
mission of Call of Duty that first episode. You're like, all these elements. I mean, they're all realistic, right? And stuff. And it was like edge of your seat. It was such great action
it really
that
was.
is
It's
the
really good.
extra
Yeah.
and the fighting, the cops and the gangs and all this stuff going on. And then like, and then the border patrol comes in. I mean, I was like, good God, man.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
It
woo!
was.
I
It's
need a
funny because
breather.
Call of Duty just came out, so I was like, oh, see, if you like Call of Duty,
Yeah, yeah, Black
that's
Ops.
a
So
good
this is
comparison.
literally a Black Ops episode, man. It's what this
Yeah,
was.
literally, yeah. And you season 2 had a really cool moment with the helicopter and all that stuff. It's really, it's a much better show. It's much more exciting. The show,
Mhm.
if it's your basic thriller kind of, we've seen this kind of espionage thing 1,000 times. Again, just execute it well and then bringing more excitement to the show and less of the political nonsense, the jargon that happens before all the action stuff. Yeah, I good recommend definitely season 2 on Paramount. Tú también lo harías. You too would do it. The new Spanish show, España, on Apple Plus, dropping 2 episodes, 30 minutes apiece. A lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. And that said, this was a show was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I actually did like this one. I like the structure, not what I thought was going to be. This one, of course, we got people on the bus who are robbed by 3 individuals. In the middle of the robbery, one man decides to take action by himself ends up killing the would-be thieves, and now he's on the run, and people on the bus are staying quiet because they don't want to snitch. They get stitches. We know how that goes. But then the guy just protected them while they're going to stitch him out, although it's getting them in trouble with the authorities because he kind of executed these guys, basically. So, that's a vigilante. He's not exactly, let's say Batman. It's not acceptable. But yeah, listen, 2 episodes in, I'm enjoying it. I like the length. I think it's been in 45 minutes. It would have been too much. But it's 30 minutes, kind of keep it just me enough, me engaged. I'm like, okay, this is not bad. I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Chewy?
No, I agree, man. I thought I really liked the first episode. We recognize a lot of the actors
But we just saw one
from.
in the was it the last night at Terminal Beach or whatever, the same woman. I was like, wait, isn't it the same one? It is. The redhead.
Well, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but one of the police investigators, it was from the Money Heist
Yeah.
series.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
So you recognize a lot of the Spanish actors.
Sure.
Obviously, they do a lot of these shows, especially the successful ones. But no, I really, really enjoyed it, man. I think it's really well done,
Yeah.
and
Surprised.
so
Really
the
surprised.
same,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
It played the beginning because there's no build up. You just get right into it, and it kind of via the interrogations, you kind of learn what happened on the bus. Actually, oh yeah,
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 you
yeah.
get the backstory of them and then how with the events and kind of retelling, but they start at the
Exactly.
end and then you work through forward.
Yeah, so really well done. I'm surprised with this one. I thought this might be like a mediocre one, like whatever. But no, I'm actually like looking forward to watching. So this is a good recommend on that one. This next one, the last one, is the Diplomat season 2. Kerry Russell's in
Hmm.
this one. We got the guy from that thing. I keep forgetting his name. Returning, of course, this one about she's an ambassador
Oh,
Man,
yeah,
Man
Amanda
in the High
High
Castle. He's done a lot
Castle.
of things.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting his name.
yeah.
He's really good. But he's a former diplomat, her husband. She's a current ambassador. I'd rather say, sent to London after some presumed terrorist attack on a naval ship, and it's a conspiracy that she uncovers, and she's trying to weave in and out the political course, obstacles in her way for obvious reasons, and discovers that may not be a terrorist act after all. So this one picks up where season 1 left off, an explosive ending to
Hmm.
season 1. Um, yeah, I like the first season. I think it's a good solid Netflix show. We've seen 1,000 of these. Like they're good, well done. It obviously caught fire, right? Popularity. This was only 6 episodes, and I didn't know that because
It was shocking. I was like, only six. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because I saw two on when I came out. I saw two on Friday, and Saturday let me just watch one. And when I saw it, when it says at the bottom of the screen, it says one episode to go. And like, one episode to go. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, well, let me just watch it because whatever. So I actually finished watching it. Um, Too short, unfortunately, because I really liked it. I thought this was again a show which was better this season than last season. It
Hmm.
jumped right into it. It's cool characters. The conspiracy is very interesting, and you find out who did what and to who and etc. And the way it ends, you're like, oh wow, it was almost a little over the top, but whatever. But it was still really cool. I was like, and I was looking, I was like, man, why is it only 6 episodes? This is crap. Now I'm really interested in season 3 if it makes it along. But I really enjoyed it. It's a really cool show, and I thought again this is better than the first one. So a good recommend on my end, Chewy.
Yeah, man, I've enjoyed it. I've only watched I think 2 or 3 episodes. So I haven't finished it, but I'm enjoying it. I like season 1 and really enjoying season 2. Disappointed it's only gonna be 6 episodes,
Yeah,
but
I didn't know that going
whatever.
into it. I was surprised. I was like, oh
We'll
man.
see if we get a
Yeah,
season
because there
three.
was so much to tell. And I'm like, wait, one more. Whoa, 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 relax. We're just getting warmed up because it really just gets getting warmed up. Episode 4, personally, it's good
Yeah.
before, but now episode 4 is like, oh, so the other shoe drops right, and like, oh, now what's going on? Then we got a little more political maneuvering with Kerry Russell, who is being pushed to be vice president, against her
Mhm.
will, kind of, and she actually does meet the current vice president. You're not there yet, Chewy.
Okay.
Things get really
Yeah.
interesting, and how that dynamic ends is like, oh wow, they really set the stage for season 3. So I'm really hoping they do that. But 6 episodes is odd. But no, Carrie Russell's really good in it. She's a very interesting
Okay.
character.
Good.
This is very bullish, but still likable. But yeah, so that's it for the week. I said not a big week, not a lot. This is a kind of we got some big stuff coming later in this month, which we'll talk about next week. But next week we do have a few things. We got Outer Banks, which is a part 2 of whatever season.
Final part two
Final
of
part.
the final
Yeah,
season.
it's on the 17th.
Hugs.
I don't know why I have the 7th on there. We got a Bank Under Siege. This is a Spanish show, a true story. I bet I got a reporter uncovering the motivations behind the famous bank robbery, hostages, or whatever the case is. Looks interesting. Like you mentioned before, on the 18th we got Alien Investigation, and a documentary about
Yeah.
aliens. I guess that's the end thing now. Whatever. Another Citadel show in Prime on the 17th. I'm gonna have the 7th. I don't know why. That's Citadel Honey Bunny. It's my Indian version, an Indian
Hmm.
branch of the Citadel world, I guess. Looks better than Diana. The Diana was okay, but this one actually looks better. And the big one. This is the big one on the plate on a Saturday. I hate when I release on Saturdays, man. Damn it. And that's Arcane. Probably dropping 3 episodes. I had the ninth.
Yeah,
It's the
3 a
19th.
week.
3 episodes. I think is last time it came out. It was about 2 or 3 years ago. It's been a while. Um,
Uh, yeah, it's been a long while,
no,
but
was it?
well worth. I need to go back and
It is the
watch
ninth.
the last episode again.
Yeah, I don't know why I put them to the 19th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Saturday. Yeah.
that's my head somewhere else. But yeah, I think it dropped 3 episodes every week for like 4 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think I
Yes,
assume it's
three
doing the same
weeks.
thing now.
It's not. Yeah, 9 episodes. Yeah,
Yeah, so doing three, which is better. I like that. Give us three. By
three
Monday
and
I'm
one.
done. I can take a little break, then jump back into the next Saturday or whatever. But this is a great show on Netflix, animated or not. If you're an anime fan or whatever, this should be at the top of your list. It really should be. You can go back and
Mm-hmm.
watch. I went back and watched it just to catch up because it has been a while. But great
Yeah,
show.
I need to
I'm
go back.
super excited about that. And in the coming weeks, we got a lot of stuff coming. Even through the year, we got the Severance trailer, which we finally got. We know Silo's coming out. Both great shows on Apple Plus. I'm very excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into those
Mm-hmm.
later. We got Cobra Kai thing coming out pretty soon.
Yes, that's
Dropping
this
part
month.
two or
Yes,
three.
part two.
Yeah, season part
Part
two
two
or
of
three.
three. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, so there's a lot of good stuff in the pipeline. Next week's a little light, but we'll talk about all that stuff. Let you know when all that's coming out next week. Of course, if you're new to the show, we're here every Sunday. Hit the subscribe button, of course. Help us out. Notification bell, hit the like button. Go Commanders for watching towards the 0 on the clock. Because the lesson learned to those who may have left, not me, just saying. Or those who think you've won, nah.
So
Victory can be
fast.
snatched from the jaws of defeat. We've seen it. We were born witness to it. So hey, we believe. We have hope now. So either way, we'll see you guys next week.